Well, now it's recording.
Cool.
All right. That was a good practice episode, everyone.
Right. Fantastic.
I'm just, I'm going to take a quick break just to collect myself.
Don't go all fucking Scarlet Letter on us now.
If you hear a loud bang, just ignore it.
Hey, this is my... Oh, I didn't tell you guys. I signed papers yesterday.
Nice.
Right.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm taking my grandparents in tomorrow to sign the documents that they couldn't be there, and then it should fund before the 8th.
That is
actually be my
Fantastic.
goddamn...
Finally.
amazeballs.
I am so happy.
Speaking of that, I just bought a new computer.
That's awesome.
Nice.
I'm really excited. You have a house that's a little bigger, but I mean, for
But
me,
the RAM of my house is not that good.
it's not. It's not.
And I'm going to be starting work and
Just great.
yeah.
That's incredible. Incredible.
Everybody
you guys.
wins. This is the great year.
The
Yep.
best.
All right.
2014 is already awesome.
Yeah.
Already awesome.
Whoa. All right, here we go.
Here we go.
Listen to this, we're playing a game. If it's a swing and a miss, then we're the ones to blame. We'd be remiss if it was ever the same. You're wasting all the time. Another hour gone, did you hear the chime? You're wasting all the time.
Recorded for Thursday, January 2nd, 2014. Hey!
And welcome to a special episode of Wasting All the Time.
A very special,
A regular podcast.
a very special episode.
Very. No, I got nothing. No.
This episode has been long in waiting. It's in the works.
And the waiting works.
And
Waiting.
it's basically a continuation of what you heard in episode 50. I'm assuming you listened to episode 50. Why would you listen to episode 50B before episode 50?
I don't know.
But if you did, you're a rebel, and James Dean is proud of you.
So are his sausages.
No. I'm not going to dignify that. Move
I
on.
appreciate that.
Right.
That would just encourage me.
Yeah, we cannot have that.
So you know what the format is if you're doing things properly, and so why don't we just jump right into it?
Kick the
Alrighty.
fires and light the... what rhymes with the fires?
Tires?
No, that's boring.
Liars.
Kick the fires and light
Have
the
you ever
tires.
seen a tire fire? Like tires piled up in a pile and set on fire?
No, that sounds awesome.
It's pretty impressive.
Okay, then let's kick the fires and light the tires.
Okay. So this first scene is a tidbit from our Halloween special, specifically the bit where we parody ourselves in Dave's dream. And this whole episode I really enjoyed because it had a lot of funny moments in it, but also, and especially in this particular sequence, it had a lot of stuff that was genuinely a little creepy.
Yeah.
Like I've had people come up to me and say like they were listening to this episode alone at night on headphones, and they got to the dream sequence and started getting legitimately a little creeped out.
Yeah, I also got some feedback along those lines. It's kind of a fun thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because that was kind of what we were going for, something that was mostly funny but had just this little edge of that's a little
Yeah, and when something I love about it is just all of the extra post production that we put into it, which maybe we'll talk about after we hear a bit. How about that?
we will.
So I'm going to say that the answer is treat.
I believe you would be correct in that line.
And what a treat indeed.
Ha ha!
I do love it. Well, I dare say, Reginald, it's about time we get back on the road. What do you
Oh,
say?
yes, I agree. We'd best get back in the Winnebago.
Yes. Ha ha ha. William's waiting.
You boys drive safe. Watch
Thank
out for
you.
that very handsome third partner of yours.
That's
We're
right.
going to hell.
Very handsome.
hello and welcome to the border.
Oh,
Hi.
shit.
Do you have anything to declare?
Hold on, I got my ID card. Do you have your ID card on you? Hold on, I got my... Oh, here it is. There we go. Never mind, fuck it. Don't worry about
Oh, thank you so much.
it. There you
Well, that certainly looks like you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It better. It's still winter.
Right, exactly.
Oh my god.
Get it.
Well, the snow has not quite come yet. We haven't frozen over.
Right?
I don't know what I'm wearing.
None of us do.
Well, you don't need to be wearing anything, do you? You're a pumpkin.
Oh no, I don't.
I mean, I have to declare this pumpkin, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so.
How do I know the answers?
The
to
actual
pumpkin
John laugh.
questions?
This guy. All right.
You know, since you're going in anyway, I don't have to cite you, but you really shouldn't let the pumpkin drive the car.
What are you going to do? It's his Chevy Nova.
How much is the toll?
That's what
Oh,
gets
well, we're just going to have to open you up and scrape out
No.
those
No, I
orange
don't
innards
want
of
to be
yours.
opened up
Thank God
inside.
he's a pumpkin.
Well, you can open. The only pumpkins that get into hell are the ones that are scooped out.
I didn't ask you to get into hell.
Oh, crazy Jack.
Well, that's the toll. We gotta have those seeds.
I can't see the walkie-talkie in the Lord. No. Don't spill my nuts.
You all right there, Dave?
I think he said something about his nuts.
Oh my God, my head.
I think you were having a gnarly nightmare.
Oh,
man.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
What happened?
That was fun. That was a good little one to put together.
Yeah, it was great fun. I really love how different that episode sounded from any other episode.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, it's because we took this portable recorder and ran around with it and
So awesome.
and like, you know, fought zombies outside
Right.
and, you know, climbed upstairs. And so there's a lot of, you know, sound effects that were practical. And the thing that really made it for me is how the recording, you could hear the change in setting.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
Outside, the living room, upstairs.
or someone's behind another person. Like it affected the sound because
Yeah.
we were doing it practically in a lot of cases.
Remember when we were out in the back recording, my next door neighbor, he was out there with his daughter who couldn't have been 6 or 7.
Right,
We're like,
yeah.
just want to let you know we're doing recording. It's going to be loud. He's super cool. He's a great guy. But he was just like,
We're gonna kill some zombies.
yeah, I was like, I'm going to be hitting things with his shovel. And he's like, okay, great.
yeah, it was probably the longest stretch of the episode that didn't have swearing.
Yeah, I swear.
Right, yeah, because we were all
Because there was company out there.
we were extra sweary in that. At least I was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That was the way that we heightened, you know, the tension.
I had odd swearing, but
Yeah.
it wasn't
Well.
it wasn't what the FCC would call swearing.
Yeah, but then you know we put in all that
Monkey twisting.
Yeah.
extra Foley and stuff, and then Cody, you were in charge of editing together the dream sequence.
Yeah, that was a blast. I one of the things I did was the reverb on the voices, because since there's no visual element, you can't really change anything to make it look off just a little bit. And if you start changing anything with the audio, it can very quickly become unintelligible, and you
Right.
can lose a lot of what's happening. So that reverb is a nice kind of classic effect to go, ooh, this is different, this is weird, this is a dream, and then. I got like 4 crowd sounds and did what I could with them. And so having them speed up and slow down and play backwards in the end there was a great another way to introduce weirdness and oddity without affecting what's being said by the actors, us.
Well, and also the fact that you were working in the context of this is a strange dream. You're able to do some really interesting things.
Yeah.
Because we weren't trying to make it sound like an actual audience necessarily.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
You did really well on that, I think.
Well, thank you very much. It was a blast.
Thank you.
So yes, I highly recommend. If you haven't, you should go back and listen to the full Halloween special.
I believe it's episode 31.
Yeah, funnily enough.
Like the 31 Days of Christmas.
Exactly.
Well, next up, we're going to bring you back to another scene from our very first episode.
Oh, yeah.
And this scene is one in which Cody is negotiating a prenuptial agreement for the Hassenpfeffers, our favorite
That's right.
intensely disturbing couple.
On whom I will not turn my back.
Right.
Nope.
And this
Wisely.
is their first scene, and it kind of sets up who they are and what they're about. And
Yeah.
something I really like about this scene is how much is unsaid and left for you to infer. Like there's so much weird stuff clearly going on in the gaps.
And it's just expressed through like discomfort
Right.
and awkward side saddles and yeah, it's great.
Good times.
This is the scene that had one of people's favorite lines from the episode, which is a beautiful Venn diagram of love.
It is so descriptive and
Yeah. So let's take a
Terrifying.
listen to the Hassenpfeffers.
So, you have the forms. Looks like everything is almost in order. You've filled out, let's see, A, B. Okay, what's this form? Section D. The,
Is that on the orange one?
yeah, no, well, the orange copy is our copy, but yes, that's the orange one.
just has to correct
Section
them.
D. That was the
Yes, that's the
in
What is
case
it?
of fire.
Here's a suggestion.
no, that's
No, in fact,
she's not.
I thought the
confused.
orange one was fire.
I gave you a suggestion.
No, the orange one. That's
no, it's still not
that's-
that.
We've agreed that there will be a
First
section of
episode, we
the
weren't,
of
we
the
still weren't
property
great
that
at
will
yes and.
be
It's tough.
Okay.
mine. That a sort of rec room. We've agreed that that I'll
Oh,
have
the
that.
rec room.
Yes, that I'll have that space for myself. And then there's there's a portion of the master bed and bath that will be
That's
my-
my.
yes, that's her territory.
Okay. We don't usually get that kind of specific verbiage on these forms, but it's fine if you're both in agreement.
So that was section D. What about the fire?
Yeah, I guess that was
We're taking
my original question on section D is that
Well, it made it
you
funnier.
state
It did, it's
Is
true.
that it's
in
this
case
thing
of
that she's
specific
focused on.
immolation, which I guess I'm a little confused on.
Well, if he's in his rec room, it's different than if he's anywhere
So that-
else in the house.
Is that let's see. Oh, here it is. Okay, it's the addendum. Okay.
Nice on the spot.
See,
Foley
maybe
there,
this
Cody.
is
Thank
is
you very
the
much.
the
I love
reference to territory and recollection of territory that maybe
and the inhabitants therein. Right?
Oh, there it is. Wow. Okay, yes. I guess my specific question is you, Mr. Hassenpfeffer, you signed this the specific immolation
I
clause.
did, yes. I find it to be very important because I was informed by one of our other councils that this question of specific immolation would not be covered by traditional homeowners insurance.
Just because it says fire, it doesn't mean that it's specific.
I no, I guess it doesn't. Okay, right. Well, well, as long as you're okay with it and you signed it, that's
Imagine this is
Hun,
where Cody's
we
character
agreed
is
on this, right?
we
starting
did
to finally
We did,
realize he
dear.
might be in danger.
Yes, if anything should happen
Trying even harder to be nice.
relating to the rec room
Or a
that's
fire.
or that's my or a fire specifically
Specifically.
spreading from the rec room, that will be my responsibility.
For liability reasons, it's very important that these be treated as separate territories.
Yes.
See, now, as a marriage expert in the legislation of marriage, I'm not sure if dividing the territory in your house is maybe as some would say the most conducive to
But
Well,
we're very happy.
we are, and you
agree
see,
on
these
everything.
are. I mean, this is a very minor segment of square footage when you get down to it. I
No,
mean, the rest of the property would be
As a couple,
would be
we
shared in common.
we
of
share
course,
everything
Both explaining.
except the rec room.
but everything else, and in my area.
okay. All right then.
But it's imagine it like a beautiful Venn diagram of love.
Okay, sure.
You can't have a Venn diagram that completely overlaps. That's just a circle.
That it is. Circles are not.
We feel that it's very important in our relationship that we maintain our own interests and hobbies, and as well as those portions of our life that we choose to share with one another.
Okay.
Do you have the proposed contract with the local law enforcement amending the sound violation legislation?
Or improvised Foley.
Wow. Yeah. Oh, here it is. That's
So that if people report us for a disturbance, and they will, then we get treated with that separate
right.
set
Yeah.
of
That's. I don't think I've ever seen anyone specifically request that treatment. That's
specific is the
Mrs.
word for the scene.
Mrs. Hassenpfeffer, to be, she's very good friends with the mayor, you see.
Oh, that explains his signature. Oh, that's
We really need the ordinance to be changed specifically for the neighbors on the north side of the house, because that's by your rec room.
Yes.
A little excited laugh.
Oh.
Man.
Wow. All right then. Then I guess there's no possibility of just installing soundproofing, right? You know.
We will.
Oh yes.
But this is
We've had
just going to
issues
be
in the
that
past.
it's one of those just in case.
Yes.
Oh. All right then. Wow. That's it's so nice of you to be neighborly like that. I'm sure they will appreciate your foresight. Let's see. Now this one, another one I had to double check on some of this ordinances. I'm not too sure on the storage of other materials. See, generally we like to request a sort of clarification on others.
We have a sealed dumpster that we keep in the side yard. Or we will be keeping in the side yard. It is sealed to limit the spread of smells, but it's a dumpster, and we get that changed once a quarter or so.
Well, yes, once a quarter is
It usually takes a few months
Financial
to fill.
term.
yes. So generally speaking, that and in cases where it does reach capacity ahead of schedule, I can always arrange an early pickup.
Oh, good.
Mr.
Good.
House,
Again,
thank you for
I'm
doing
sure the neighbors will
something
appreciate
about
that. I do have to, of course, make sure that there are no toxic, biohazardous materials that are being.
Well, the dumpster is clearly marked as being a biohazard, so that we follow all the rules and regulations by the labels.
Yes.
Oh, good.
Yes.
That's, again, very, very.
Also, it is
neighborly.
fire resistant.
Well, I see you specified that here under the fire.
Fire.
Size 15. No, it says 35 font. It's very important to you, and we just want to make sure that everything that's important to you is.
That's why I thought it was the orange one, because
Sure.
It's fire.
I see how you would make
Yes,
that
yes.
connection. Yeah. All right. I like you guys. Okay. All right. So I'll get. Let's see a couple more signatures here. A couple forms, the kind of standard, release of liability from the county that the property, with the of course exception of your territories, is jointly owned, and again for tax purposes. This is very important. Now, see, important. This one, the tax.
The taxes. But before we got to the tax, I just wanted to double check that our agreement with animal control was also
Did I miss that?
part of this packet. I think we already
Yes,
sent
the,
that out, but
Yes, the agreement with animal control is very important to certain of
waited.
my wife to be's hobbies.
Shoehorn my own idea.
Will the animals?
Have you ever pet a chinchilla before? They're so soft.
So I've been told. No, I've seen one on Discovery
I
Channel.
wish I had one.
There's all, and that you have your whole your whole married lives ahead of you. There's no reason not to explore that
Dear, can we
possibility.
get a chinchilla? I want like 50 of them.
We can talk about that later, dear.
That'd be great. Oh, could you imagine a bin full of dead chinchillas that you just lay in, and it'd be so wonderful.
Right.
Oh, sorry. So about taxes.
Right.
So, Mr. Smythe, if you could please get me out of here. If you could please get me out of here.
About the taxes?
Sure. Yes. Taxes. Okay. Yes.
Help me.
You're
Dear God. Dear God.
Dear, we talked about this. Keep it. I love you.
I love you too, dear.
So, the IRS documents are all in order?
Perfectly.
We pay no taxes,
None.
right?
None whatsoever.
Oh, man.
And thus began scenes getting creepy and weird as hell at the end.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a kind of strong character there towards the end.
Yeah. It certainly shaped itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was fun playing the nervous guy.
Right, yeah,
Because I
like-
could also play into, I don't have anything to say yet. I'll just stammer.
Well, and I loved the sort of the journey of nerves that your character went through. At the beginning, is very capable and okay. Let's this is just complicated stuff we're going through. Let's go through this, and then as it got weirder and weirder, you were like more and more and then at the very end, it's like, so the taxes are fine. Yes, perfectly, everything's fine.
Please don't kill me.
Great, I like that.
That was a blast.
Cool, and that was way back in episode 1. You say?
Yeah.
Cray.
The first episode.
Yes, that would. Yep. No, I was going to make fun of you, and then I hiccuped, and it ruined it.
Yeah. Yeah. Hiccups are
All right, then.
Okay.
So we answer very important questions every week on the podcast here.
Every week.
But it's rare for us to come across one whose answer requires a full-blown scene. Now, this next scene is indeed one of those, and it was inspired by the question, what happens after the hero rides off into the sunset? And we did have a long discussion about, Beyond the Sunset versus Happily Ever After and Into the West and that kind of stuff, which we're not going to play for you. We're just going to play the scene, which is a guy arriving on the other side of the sunset and dealing with stuff there.
Yeah, and one of the things that I love about this scene is just all the different sort of tropes and conventions, like literary conventions and such that we reference. We like
Right.
this scene is just full of all these little sort of phrases and stuff being brought up in this practical situation.
We are well learned
Right.
and well read.
Where
And-
it's like,
And this is also a scene centered on paperwork.
yeah, how
We
about
all
that?
have worked at the state.
It's happened, and it's a long one. So let's jump in
Alrighty.
and get her done.
Own it.
I said get her done. I'm sorry.
You should be.
Now he's going to sue us.
So, why don't we let the listeners know what it's like to get to the other side of Happily Ever After, not have your paperwork?
Works for me.
Yeah.
Well, howdy there, sir. Welcome to Beyond the Sunset.
Howdy, I'm so happy to be here. I didn't know
Yes,
what was
sir.
going to be. There's a lot of cubicles around here.
Yes, sir, there are. Well, there's a bunch of people right off into the sunset every day,
Yeah?
and we need to keep sort of an organizational pattern to it all.
I suppose. I never really thought about it. Riding into the sunset, it's kind of, you can't really see what you're coming up on.
Well, yes, sir. That's because the sun is setting right in front of you, and it is glary as
Oh, get out.
yes, sir.
Yeah. So
That is the word I was searching for.
Pretty
I'll get
okay.
it.
So, wait, so is there something I got to do now?
Well, yes, sir. We're gonna need to see your documentation of your
What,
of
papers,
your
or-
yes, sir. Your well, yes, sir.
I'm a little confused is all. I'm just a mite bit,
Clyde, we having a problem here?
Well, just a little problem here. It seems
all right.
nobody bothered to tell this poor boy that he needs the documentation.
You don't have anything.
Well, you just
You got-
ride,
you
ride
got
off
anything?
into the sunset. That's the end, right? You ride off into
That's the
the
end
Well,
because
yeah,
you got proper
sunset.
preparation.
Yes, sir.
What?
Yes, sir.
I never heard about.
So you done?
like my driver's license or birth certificate?
Well, no, sir. We need to be able to evaluate your narrative case.
Yeah.
Very
important.
I
Your
don't have
narrative
any
case.
package. I don't have any luggage with.
Oh no, sir. Not that kind of a.
Oh boy.
Your case file.
It's
you
going to
see.
take a little longer.
Yes,
Are you
sir.
saying
Well-
I've got some sort of criminal record?
No, sir. Not a. Well, it is possible, depending upon the exact story that you are riding out of.
Look, I was justified in shooting
Story
them.
you're writing
Everyone
about.
said
Justified in
so.
the
Yeah, that's a good one.
All
Write
right.
that
So
down.
you are not a. So he is not
Not
the old gunslinger, coming back to.
No, it was a fair fight. You know, we had met in the middle of town on
Middle of town, yes, sir.
That's good.
at 11:30.
Now, see, I got to ask you.
11:30.
Yeah, what?
You met at 11:30.
Yeah, why not?
How would you feel about bumping that up to about
Half an hour, maybe.
Yeah, high noon.
Well, we did.
You know, just for the paperwork. You know.
No one's going to know. It's
Well,
just.
I consider myself a truthful gentleman here now.
Honest
There you
man,
go.
would you say you were driven to your actions by a villainous cattle rancher taking advantage of the general population?
Well, I suppose that in a way you could say that, but it weren't exactly a cattle rancher.
Weren't a cattle rancher.
No,
All right, he was
That's
villainous.
fine.
It was
What?
a railroad man.
A railroad man. All right, we've
One
got a
of
box
two
for that
choices
too.
in
that.
Railroad man. I'll check that box.
Justified
And
in that
honest
form.
man, justified in protecting the general population. Yes, sir.
Yeah, see,
Alrighty.
he done go upstream and blocked our water supply.
Block the water supply. Oh dear.
That is no
Something
good.
had to be
Oppressed,
done about it.
Was
oppressed
there
citizenry.
a press?
Make that note in box 7G. Most of the guys miss that.
Oh yes, sir.
What,
Good
now,
employee,
say, what
John.
is all this, boy? What's going on
Teamwork.
here?
Well, like I
Paperwork.
said, we just need to assess your narrative case.
Very important. Because
Yeah, I don't-
we can't have just anybody riding into the sunset. You don't want the
Yeah.
stable boy after just 3 years of getting water for horses and getting trampled, riding off into the sunset on his last legs.
Well, look, I just thought
Which
that
just
it just made sense, you know, that I saved the whole town and won the heart of my love. Who,
Well, yes, sir. Sir. I'm pretty sure looking at your paperwork right now, you're going to be just fine. You got nothing to worry about. You're in the right place.
just felt compelled to get on my horse and
Right off into the sunset.
Into
Yes,
the-
sir.
Yeah,
You
Been
very-
through this a million
you
times.
did the right
Step
thing.
one.
Yes. Yes, sir. And they should have prepared you better back there, all right?
yeah. No one said nothing about all this.
Well, you don't even worry about it. We'll help you fill out the paperwork. That's what we're here for. Isn't
All
that right, Ben?
That's what we're here for. Now, see, now we got to get on to section 2.
Section
Put
2.
that
Yes,
page
sir.
over there. Deep dark secrets.
Yes.
Now, see, this is.
Do you have any?
I didn't know about all this. It's a bit more personal than I would like.
It's, unfortunately, it is a requirement.
Would you describe yourself as a reformed outlaw?
Well,
Now, I'm thinking maybe not because you described yourself earlier as an honest man who went to war against a corrupt person who was
It's-
threatening the general populace.
yeah, it's never
Reading off.
really been my temperament to get into any altercations.
That's
but-
good. So
Altercation.
skip that whole first
All right,
section there.
so-
just go right past it.
Darks.
I was
So
sort of-
not the reformed
the
outlaw.
outlaw.
I'll just cross all this out.
The hero in me was sort of drawn out through the course of events.
Course of events. Yes, sir.
I guess now would be the time to let y'all know that back in, here's the year I graduated, so that was 4th grade.
Cheap joke.
Yes, sir. 4th grade
4th
education.
grade, I put a frog in Sarah Watkins' lunch pail.
Sarah Watkins lunch pay. Well, we don't really. That's not the
Fiddle
kind of thing we really are.
It took a lot of courage for me to tell y'all that.
we
right now.
appreciate
We
that.
appreciate your honesty. Now, you don't need to have deep dark secret of any kind here to qualify for Beyond the Sunset. It's just we have to go through this part of the form because a lot of folks, a lot of boys come through here. They do have those deep dark secrets.
Yeah, well,
And
I
we got a
would-
lot of guys come right off in the sunset after being a reformed gunslinger. You know, they've hung up their gun and they're alcoholic type gentlemen. And then a bad guy comes to town. They have to dust off their gun and sober up and
Yeah.
shoot them down.
No, well, I
Standard
would
procedure.
normally say that I shot a man, but it was justified, as I said earlier.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, that's what we're looking for here.
Yeah, shut up. We
But
don't
it
need to
ain't
hear
exactly a secret either, because half the town was there
Yes, sir.
watching from in the
Not a
doors.
deep dark secret. Would you describe yourself as any kind of a coward in the past?
Well, there was a time back in my youth when the kids, my peers would tell me that I was a coward, but I just didn't want to get into any sort of altercations.
didn't want to
you
get
know what I'm
into. He's a peaceful man.
Peaceful man, that's good.
Peaceful
You could-
man.
saying? And so for a long time, I used to let people pick on me, sort of, because
So so he's an honest, downtrodden man picked on by his peers, rising up to all right. That's gonna
I
That's
sort
gonna
of
be good.
overcame all that in this past week and a half or so.
No, I'm sure you did, sir. I'm sure you did.
That is fantastic. Actually, if you just check that box right there.
Oh, look at that!
I love the
The
constant
Cardiff
summarizing.
County box. Yeah,
Yeah, now it's fantastic. Mm-hmm. I think we got one more section.
yeah. One
Should
more.
We
about
don't know 'cause
do
we're
it.
making this up.
Now you mentioned true love earlier.
That's how you end a scene.
That's right.
All right. Now what done happened with the true love? She riding in the sunset with you?
Well, she was going to,
You were gone, eh?
but turned out she had to get some affairs put in order. She
Affairs put in order.
was going to meet me.
Gonna meet you.
She was going to meet me, but she was going to take a different route.
Oh, dear.
She was. You see, 'cause I'm
dear.
headed west,
You're headed west, yes?
and I was going to go overland, but she was gonna take a boat.
Oh dear.
Boat due west.
She was gonna. Would you describe what she was planning as sailing into the west?
Well, I reckon that would about describe it.
Oh, God damn it! We lost another one to that.
You know
Well,
what? Write that. Put that in a note. Don't worry, sir. It's not going to affect your file.
No.
Put that note in his file. I'm going to take it to Jeffrey.
take Jeffrey.
Yeah.
You want to
Immediate
jump
lie.
right on up to
Done,
Jeffrey?
I'm
Eh?
done with this.
Not gonna affect your
Alrighty.
file.
No.
Put it in his
No,
file.
I know she's going to meet me.
Yeah.
Oh
Sir.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You want to
Now,
take this route up?
now, sir, I have no doubt in my heart that that was her intention. However, we
What are you talking about?
the facts of the matter are that riding into the sunset and sailing into the west,
Right, they about the same. They reckon they.
not according to the United States legal system. These are two.
Well, this ain't a federal matter, is
These
it?
are two entirely different territories.
Well, the mayor
we're talking
thought
about.
reckoned it would be all right.
See, to common folk with common sense, it may as well be the same thing. That's what I thought when I
Yes,
started
sir.
here.
Accents
That's what
are
I
hard.
thought. Dadgummit, if
Because
that
you
ain't the
figure,
case.
you're riding in the sunset, you're sailing into the west. Sunsets in the west,
Well,
don't
yeah,
it?
well, I sure.
Sunsets in the west. You're riding a boat into the
Well,
sunset.
how else you supposed? I mean, sure, Sulphur wasn't going to take a train out there after all this.
Oh well,
It's a good one.
you know what? It's a good thing she didn't take no train. I'm just gonna
Oh.
say that.
Ain't no trains coming around here soon.
No sir,
No,
no sir. See, your true love. She done gone to the next territory over here.
Yeah, that's yeah.
The happily ever place.
Been there once.
What?
Kind of grates on my nerves.
A little
All that
bit.
singing and
There's singing. There's
smells kind of funny,
little cutesy animals talk at you.
right?
I don't. That's
Ain't-
not.
I
Tain't natural.
That's
I
not.
Ain't
ain't
natural.
natural, man. But
Ain't natural.
But you're going to be fine, sir. Sounds like you are in the right place.
All right.
And we're gonna pass your file on up to Jeffrey,
All right.
and he's gonna see if he can figure out all this sailing off into the hoo-ha thing.
Well, all right, that sounds mighty fine.
Yes, sir.
I would
And so
appreciate it.
if you'll just if you'd kindly wait over in cubicle 3700 AAA over there.
put him in AAC. It's a little bit bigger. I think
Yeah,
after
I
kind of
see.
what he's going through, maybe we can give him a little.
Oh yeah, we
little leg
should.
room.
Yeah, that's a good point. So we're
Leg
gonna
room.
put you in one of the doubles.
Yeah.
For now.
Now, are you sure there isn't going to be any trouble? I mean, I could always go back.
No, you're not.
no,
you don't want to
sir.
have to go back,
No,
sir.
son.
No?
That is not.
You
You
don't
ever
want
heard
to
of
have to
somebody
go back.
riding out of the sunset?
Well, people ride to the east all the time.
Yeah,
That's different.
not
It's just
in the late afternoon, early evening.
Right.
if it would be. I'm just saying, if it'd be better for Clarice to come through with me, then I could always go back and make arrangements.
No, sir. No, sir. She don't have to come in with you. It's gonna be fine. You riding solo into the sunset. That's traditional. That's beautiful.
Right.
We like that around here. So you just go ahead, wait in cubicle 3700 double AC.
Okay.
It's going to be about 300 yards back this way.
Uh
Take a left
huh.
in the B block.
Okay.
Take a left there,
Uh huh.
and go about 20 paces. You're
Okay.
going to find your row.
Now, are those paces of a man or paces of the horse I'm on?
Those are going to be paces of the horse you're on.
All right, 20.
So so
All right.
divide by 4
Right,
accordingly.
right.
Start thinking.
Now, you sure there ain't going to be any problem with Clarice?
There's not going to be any. Don't
Jeffrey
worry about it,
just-
sir.
Knows his job.
She did tell me that she, how.
Your hearts are destined to meet, right?
Yeah, she's finally found the
Yeah,
one and
the
true
one,
and only.
yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes,
yeah,
sir.
yeah, yeah.
The one she could live
Her, yeah.
happily
Yeah,
ever after.
For,
Yes, sir.
yeah, that is what she said.
Yeah, sir.
Yep.
All right, so I'll just go into keep it going.
There you go.
Or
Yeah, you go ahead, wait there. We'll get your paperwork processed and move you on down the road.
okay, and then that's when I meet with Clarice.
We're gonna do our best, sir. We're the best
That's
at what we do.
that's when you're gonna move on
Awkward.
to the proper area. Yes, sir.
No, all right. Thanks, gentlemen. You've been very kind.
You're very welcome.
Hope you enjoyed our
You know,
service
y'all,
here.
y'all ought to let some people back in town know that there is all this stuff.
We might look into an outreach. I'll check with Jeffrey, see if that's
Yes,
kind of
sir.
something he's looking
That's
at. Right
we.
Ought to work something out with the county.
Yeah, well, we're our own kind of jurisdiction out here, so we're gonna
All right.
have to go through proper channels.
Yep.
Well,
Thank you very much.
Thanks
Hope you
again.
enjoyed your time here at the Beyond the Sunset. Like us on Facebook and enjoy your stay.
Oh man, I think my favorite is near the end where it starts getting into that awkward. We don't really want to tell him that he's never going to see Clarice again.
Ever.
Yeah.
And all the sidestepping and awkward pauses.
Careful language.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what's next?
Very, very often.
Oh, well, next up is another first appearance. The Legend of Ho Chin, the first accountant, has gotten a lot of play on the podcast, and it even inspired our first long-form special.
Right.
Now, this next scene is the first time the legend was mentioned, and it was in the context of an improv game of the week that's called the Information Game. Now, in this game, the idea is that with every line, you have to add information to the scene.
Mm-hmm.
And this was between Cody and I, this particular scene, and I just got to this point of desperation where I just burbled out this ridiculous thing about the lost city of Ho Chin, the first account, something like that, and Cody took it and ran with it, and it's just fantastic.
Yeah. And so this is a couple people's favorite scene from the year, or among their favorite scenes, and I love that this turned into so much more. It's like it's just a little seed in this scene, and then it just grew into this sort of mythology, and culminating to this point anyway in our long form special.
Which was so much fun.
Great fun, great fun. So
Did it?
let's hear where that all started.
Now you want to strike with the front part of your fist right here. Okay, you got it?
Yes, I believe so, but what does this have to do again with accounting?
Accounting is all about intimidation. The harder you hit, the bigger your numbers are, alright?
Are you sure this is Accounting 101?
Listen, the school board hired me to train you guys on how to be the most efficient accountants you can be. And I have won the CPA award 3 times in a row. So I think I'm going to do the teaching.
See, I just don't quite understand why you're bringing Taekwondo into all this.
See, there is your first problem. That's why I look at you and I don't think prime CPA award candidate material. Alright? Because it isn't Taekwondo, that's Korean. It says Kempo is Japanese.
Okay. But, again, we all kind of thought that we were going to be learning accounting processes. Maybe getting into a little bit of the advanced functions in Quicken,
See, again, I swear you're wrong. You already know. You got numbers, right? You know how to add. I assume, otherwise you wouldn't be in this class. I'm here to teach you the facets of accounting you're not going to get out there in the namby-pamby office world. I'm here to teach you the secrets that come from the Far East, from the ancient days of accounting. We didn't have your fancy Quicken
There's the
or
setup.
your calculators, where man lived by the sweat of his knuckles.
Are you talking about the lost teachings of Ho Ching, the first accountant?
Ha! So you're not a total waste, you little jackwagon.
We all thought that was just a legend made up by Hollywood.
So many
And it
movies.
seems like that, doesn't it? Because that's what everyone thinks, that he was just a legend. And in fact, he was actually 2 people. It was Ho Jang. He was actually the first accountant. But then there was also Mark. And most people don't know about.
Mark.
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 Well, that's his modern day name.
That's not canonical.
His real name has been lost through the accounting pages of history. The ledgers of history, as they call them.
So the lost city of the accountants is real?
You better believe it. Guarded by 13 days of calculations just to get to the front door.
But no man has ever set foot inside the city. Not since the time of Ho Chien.
That's what you think. Because I have been there. I have seen the great ledgers. I have written with the pencils made of gold, son. I have calculated on the calculators made of human bones.
But what about Magnus, the 3-headed chicken? And his offspring.
Why do you think I'm teaching you to strike with these 2 knuckles right here? That was awesome. Oh, man.
That's funny. You mentioned the offspring.
Good
That's
man.
something that I hadn't considered because in the long form special, spoiler alert, we end up killing Magnus. Mm-hmm. But the story isn't quite over.
Dun, dun, dun. Man, I had forgotten a couple. It was like by the sweat of your knuckles.
Nice.
Oh, such fun.
That was
Very
good.
cool.
That one's an interesting impetus to do something new each sentence. Add something
Yeah.
new, which is a lot of good writing and storytelling in itself already. Is each sentence obviously that's some things where you can go back and revise, but everything should have something new, and so it's
Right.
it's a lot of fun to make that story knowing that everything you say has to add something that isn't previously revealed.
Yeah, and it really forces you to cut down on any sort of stalling action.
Yeah.
Because it's really easy to sort of just get into a habit of, yeah, and blah, 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 blah. And it really forces you to add the and to the yes and.
It's good stuff.
Cool.
What do we got?
Well, next up, this is something where I got to show off a little bit.
Because John never shows off
Never,
ever.
ever.
Pretty much never.
Yeah. And, one of the things that I've always liked to do on the podcast is get into these weird, kind of sloppy monologues. And this is one of the first times I ever did that. And it's from a Fruitwords prompt of Obnoxious Toaster. And that's where it begins, and it just spirals into terrible, awkward chaos from there.
Woohoo! Big fan of terrible awkward chaos.
Awkward chaos. Here we come.
No, I want to talk too. I want to talk too.
Okay, folks. Ed's gonna give a toast now. So just listen up.
Come on,
All right, here you go.
Dan,
Here you go, Ed.
Dan,
All right,
give
go
me
ahead. Go ahead.
Hey, this is Ed. I just want to say, Clara and Bill, I love you guys. I'm so happy that you're married now, even though you had the kids first. I think that's cool. No, it's okay, Bill. It's okay. I love you, man.
All right.
And Dan, you're the best man best that I've ever seen. And I want you to know that I will never forget what you did for me that night
Thanks, Dad.
Ed, maybe you don't want.
when I was at Clara's.
Ed, don't tell us.
And things
story.
went,
Ed.
kind of crazy. And I know that things were rough between them at the time.
Yeah, okay, Ed.
And you got me out of there
Yeah, Ed, yeah, I know.
before permanent damage could
Yeah.
be done. And I thank you for that. And Bill, I want you to know that nothing happened that
No,
night.
I know, Ed. Maybe you could.
Ed,
you could just.
Ed, Bill knows. Bill knows. It's okay, man. It's alright, man.
And Clara, I'm so sorry about
It gets better.
you know
Ed,
about
Ed,
the
come on. Can you maybe not?
and
do
I
this
still
right now?
owe you a new brassiere after that. And I
worry.
will get it to you.
Ed.
I couldn't get you one at Victoria's Secret
Ed, man. TMI, man. It's alright.
because of the restraining order. But
That's cool, Ed.
but I'll get it for you.
No, no.
I will.
Really, don't worry about
I
it.
will.
I think we're fine.
Ed, you don't have to buy our new bra.
I do though,
Ed, this
because
is
I
embarrassing.
ruined it, and it's important to me.
Ed, their parents are right here, man. Come on.
Oh, Mr. and Mrs. Semple,
Come on, give me the microphone.
great
Ed.
to see you. No, Dan, I'm not done. I want to thank Mr. and Mrs. Semple for being so cool about that time that
here we go.
I,
go.
in your pool.
Ed, dude, statute of limitations is not up on that, man.
And thank you so much for forgiving me. I know that was bad to clean.
Ed, man, take a break, man.
Yeah.
Here, give me the mic. You go sit
No,
down
Dan,
for a
give me,
second.
no,
No, give
don't-
me that.
Damn it,
give it to
Dan, no. Now, I just want to say
Oh my God, Ed.
one more thing.
What did you do to him?
He's fine. He's fine. Dan, tell him you're fine.
I think I cracked my skull.
Dan, you're
Oh,
fine.
Jesus.
Stop it.
Ed, you punch him in the face?
I hit my head on this goddamn toaster.
I got you that, Bill and Clara. It's great. It makes like 7 slices at once.
7.
I don't know why it's 7. Because I would think you would want an even number.
Can someone call 911?
Shut up, Dan. I'm not done. But your toaster is great. And it's like purple. And it lights up when you have toast in it.
It's a
Ed,
pretty severe
Ed.
gash.
I have celiacs.
So you can toast other things. Clara, you don't have the sexy X.
Does anyone know first aid, please?
Anyway, I love you guys. I love you so much. And Clara, if things don't work out, you call me.
Jesus Christ, Ed, I'm dying here.
Because you're so hot.
I will kill
And
you. I will kill you.
I know the underwear you're wearing tonight. I've seen it.
My vision's going all hazy, guys.
Dan, shut
Ed's gonna
up.
join
You're
you in a
fine. And
Okay.
thank you, everyone,
Good night.
to the bride and groom.
I'm going away.
Going away.
Oh, God, Bill.
That was a great monologue.
Yeah.
Just like you kept suggesting things to just the level of detail where you could kind of figure out what he was talking about.
One of my absolute favorite lines is, "I know that was bad to clean up."
That's one of my favorite lines in it as well.
Good stuff.
And it was just as it was done. No, hang on, a little bit more to go. Yeah. Like, oh, and one more thing.
And then just that final notch up to the, if things don't work out, you go.
Oh,
I'm going away now.
Yeah, Dave, you in the background on that one, just
great.
Yeah, those are fun. All right, let's move it along.
okay. Well, as any of you who are regular listeners know, we're all very big fans of adult beverages here on Wasting All the Time.
Yep.
And this next scene allowed us to have some real fun parodying kind of the snobbishness that can go along with the fine liquor and alcohol and beer and stuff. Mm-hmm. And this is, of course, the birth of Mirlin Light.
Originally intended to be a Mirlin.
Yeah, it was just it.
Yeah, listen to that in the scene because John keeps saying it's a Mirlin Light, but we kept hearing it's a Mirlin Light.
Right.
Like, oh no, that's a Mirlin Light. Mm-hmm. But he meant that is what is known as a Mirlin Light.
Yeah.
Oh, the word was a Mirlin.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's not a.
It's not one single Mirlin.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know if I even caught that in the scene.
No, I didn't.
No, yeah.
John
and
had to tell me later.
Yeah. And so it's since evolved, and it's funny because I now have to actually, when we bring it up, think really hard and make sure I'm calling it Mirlin Light.
All right, so listen for that. And here's Mirlin Light.
Demanding beer.
My brain is going to
the toilet.
like a really hipstery brand of beer, like this new thing, and like you have to drink it in this certain way, from a certain glass, and so like there's someone in a bar who's like, oh, what's that handle there? And it's got some dickhead sitting next to him. Oh, it's this kind of beer, and you have to drink it like that. And,
oh, I like it. Well, I think we should be ordering the beer, and John should be the snob, and I'll just be another person.
You can just throw a wrench in it every so often.
Who comments or doesn't. I may not ever enter. We'll see.
Okay.
Oh my god, I need a drink. Oh, long day, I need a drink. The hell is that bartender? Okay. Guinness. Bud Light. Ugh. What the hell is that?
Oh, that right there, that's the good stuff.
What? I've never even seen it before. Is it new?
That's a Mirlin Light.
A Mirlin Light?
A Mirlin Light.
First sentence, I didn't understand
it's
it.
Great.
Okay, I'll have the bartender pour me one. Where is he?
He's doing an Mirlin Light for those folks over there.
Okay.
It's kind of a process.
You pull the tap and the beer goes in the glass.
Oh God, no. Well, like first off, you have to use the right glass. That's like the first thing.
What do you mean the right glass? You just grab one from under the counter and
No. There's a very specific glass for this beer.
Great. Okay.
It's you see those ones on the second from the top shelf. Those ones right there. They're kind of bird shaped.
Yeah. What the heck?
Those are the glasses.
A beautifully.
Why do they look like birds?
Element.
What's wrong with a fucking regular glass?
Well, they're kind of they're designed with the same kind of principles as one of those like gurgle pitchers that you can get in Paris, where they're fish shaped, and you pour water out of them, and then when you put them right again, the physics involved in the design of the jar of the pitcher makes this sound. It's really cool. But these are on a similar principle, but it's meant to keep the beer churning as it's in your glass.
Wait, So you're gonna get just a big head of foam. I don't want big churny
No,
beer.
because there's not a lot of carbonation in this beer to begin with, and so that kind of keeps it a little frothier than it normally would be.
Okay, sure. Frothy beer, fucking love it. Get it over here. I'll just pound a couple.
Well, he's still doing the little the thing with the prisms right now.
Prisms.
Nice lead.
Well, see the wings on the glass, they fold up and they create a rainbow through prism technology. They create a rainbow in the beer.
What?
It's very important to the experience of a Mirror Light.
Okay, how long does it take? I just want to drink.
This guy's really, really good. I've seen him do a few tonight, and he's got it down to like 20, 25 minutes.
Oh, are you shitting me? 20. Okay, so he pours this beer. It gurgly blurglies, and there's a fucking rainbow in there.
Beer pour.
So good. 20 minutes. I'll give me just enough time to pound a couple, and then I can go home. And then.
Oh no, you can't pound these.
What?
Well, you can't
beer.
Well,
alcohol.
It's so much more than just a beer. It's a Mirlin Light, man.
Right there.
Mm-hmm. You can't just pound it. You can't just chug this stuff like it was Natty Ice or something.
I wish I had Natty Ice. Why not? Why? What's so special about Mirror Light?
Well, first off, the alcohol content. I mean, it's almost non-existent. So you really need to sip it slowly to appreciate the really subtle flavor of it.
The subtle it's beer. What subtle flavors could it have?
Well, see, if you drink it really fast, a lot of people say that if they drink it wrong like that, it just tastes like water. And so you have to drink it really slow. Otherwise you miss the flavor.
The flavor of what? Hops and grain, right? That's beer?
Well, this is made with a special Peruvian blend of barleys and hops grown in greenhouses in Antarctica.
And Antarctican hops.
Yes.
And that has a special flavor.
Yeah. See, the ancient Swamis blessed the soil of Antarctica before the polar caps shifted thousands of years ago.
God,
and
losing it as he talks.
you get a special sort of flavor from crops grown in the Antarctic soil. But you can't grow anything, or you couldn't grow anything, until you had sufficient greenhouse technology to make that happen.
So this is like a miracle of the modern world that I get to taste this blessed soil hop.
Yeah, it's amazing.
What does it taste like?
It tastes like... Well, you would just have to try it. It's indescribable.
But slowly.
Very slowly, or else you lose the magic.
From a bird glass.
Yep.
After 20 minutes of rainbow infusion.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's what makes it good.
Hey there, guys. Sorry about the wait. What can I get you?
Love of God, get me a shot of Jameson.
Okay, no problem.
There's the whole character, John. It was just encouraging through the whole thing. He gets it, and it seemed at the very, very last, you were kind of like, "Yeah, hey, wait a minute. This guy might not be into it as much as I am."
How could that be? Right. I've just explained it.
Right.
I just told him the majesty. And that the description of you have to drink it really slow or it tastes like water.
I know, that's my favorite thing,
perfect.
is that it's clear that this is just a terrible beer with a bunch of pageantry associated with it.
But that's the only reason. That's the only reason it tastes like water. If you don't drink it slow, if you taste like water, you're drinking it too quickly, so you have to slow down.
Right? Yeah.
Slow down until you think you can taste something.
Right.
And that was the scene that really showed off what I consider to be one of your strong points, John. Is just spinning a yarn. You know?
Absolutely.
Just get in and just you just keep going.
I both concur and agree.
It's crazy. Well, let's spin along to the next scene.
Okay. Well,
spindle on.
Well, all of us on the podcast in various scenes have died here and there. But I'm pretty sure that Dave holds the record for most on-air deaths. It seems like I would have to go and count, but it really does seem like you've died more than anyone else on the podcast.
I tentatively agree.
Yeah.
Listeners, count up how many times I die and send it in.
And this is one of
we'll
your
laugh at Dave.
this is one of your first deaths. It's from an episode where my brother Robert was guest hosting. Cody couldn't be there that week. Yeah, and let's take a listen to it.
All right.
Scenic, a 9-iron. Boy, the view up here is beautiful. Man, I have never played golf on the side of a mountain like this before. This is, I mean, look, if you measured the distance from the tee to the hole along the mountain, it's like a mile. And yet you can make it all the way because you're from such a high vantage point and you can just hit it out. It's like almost a sheer cliff.
Almost, Mitch. Almost. Yeah.
Almost a sheer cliff.
Yep.
It's great.
So, Vinny, why don't you tell Mitch a little bit about some of the other folks we've taken up here with us to show him this great golf course.
And from this
Yeah.
moment, we know
Oh, yeah. You guys been here before?
We have. We take many people up here
There's
to
still
play
10
the
minutes to
golf.
go.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a great game.
That's I figure not a lot of people know about this. I mean, there's no clubhouse. There's not all the trappings that are normally surrounding a golf club.
No, this is kind of our special little place. We set it up ourselves, and really just Vinny, me, and Boss Tony know about it out here.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's specially designed, so it's aerodynamic, and no matter which way you hit the ball,
Yeah.
you're gonna get in. You're gonna go.
Oh, wow.
Perfectly. Land right where you need to.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So if I took my golf ball and I just dropped it off the edge, how long would it be falling before it hit the bottom?
Oh, we timed that one time, didn't we, Vinny?
What was it? We were listening for the sound, and it was like
It was like almost a full 15 seconds, I
Yeah, it
believe,
was a
before
while.
it hit that hole.
yeah,
Yeah.
'cause it went from the 2 to the 5. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, that's a long time to think about things on the way down. Yeah. Yeah.
Balls don't really think.
No, not so much. Not so much the balls doing the thinking.
Yeah, wow. So do you think I should use a 9-iron for this hole, or?
I think, what do you think, Vinny? 9-iron?
Personally, I enjoy the 9-iron.
I enjoy the 9-iron too. It is a good one.
A good one.
One time I tried it with a number 4 wood.
I don't
Wasn't
know
as
if that's a real
satisfying.
golf club.
You remember that
Yeah, I do.
when we brought Saul the Nose up here?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, how many holes?
You
is this
remember
course?
Saul the Nose, right?
Why are we talking about this?
No, I know a
Vaguely
Saul.
uncomfortable.
God, I haven't seen Saul the Nose in ages.
Saul Berkowitz,
No.
but I don't. I don't know Saul the Nose. I don't. That's a weird thing.
Yeah.
Was he,
That's
wait, was
weird.
this the same Saul that used to
What does that
drive
mean?
for Tony, and then was like,
Yeah, that's the
and
guy.
then he. What was
Yeah,
it?
we haven't seen him in years.
Yeah, he just disappeared.
Yeah,
Just
he
up
did.
and vanished.
Very strange.
Yeah, my wife said he went to Costa Rica.
Really?
Rica.
Costa Rica.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean she's more.
Nice
My
place to
wife
be.
is much more connected with you guys and your families. And
It's
You know,
really
he may
beautiful
well
out there.
He may well have made it to Costa
may
Rica.
well.
You know?
yeah.
Yeah, he may have. But yeah, your wife,
Yeah,
lovely lady.
yeah. I mean, she, you know her better than I do, almost. You know?
Right? Yeah.
I'm married into this whole thing. You know. It's
Yeah.
This whole thing.
How many holes in this golf course?
Bob.
Oh,
It's just the one.
Really?
Yeah, just the one.
So do you like if you wanted to play a game of golf, then do you have like just a whole bunch of different tees that all lead to the same hole, or?
Well, really, I mean, once you play this
See
one
them going.
hole, that's all you want to play.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
It is a bit of a hike to get up here.
It is.
Wow.
I mean, you're so, yeah.
Yeah, that's the first time I've ever ridden a donkey.
Mm-hmm.
It was amazing. But
I think they call them burrows.
Yeah, out here in the...
burrow, like a hole in the ground that a rabbit lives in?
No. It's because,
Oh,
down here south of the border,
yeah.
they call them a different thing. They call them burros.
It's one of those cultural things.
Yeah, it's a language, cultural thing,
And for our purposes, it is kind of symbolic because you ride
Yeah.
the burrow up, and then you send your golf ball down to the hole, which is kind of a burrow.
Oh.
Little bit.
So what was that guy saying when he kept looking at me and saying, oh, it was like muerde, muerde? Muerto?
Oh, that's old superstitions here,
Oh.
They, this mountain, it was built. Well, it wasn't built, but it was built by, allegedly the gods of ancient peoples.
Right.
They built the mountain, and it's said they used to do the human sacrificing up here.
Oh, wow.
Sacrificing.
Wait, near here, or?
Yeah. No, right here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right here.
Wow.
Almost on this very spot.
Well, what a tribute to humanity's forward thinking that we've turned this thing that used to be about death into a golf course. I mean,
Indeed. Now, let me ask you something.
yeah.
When you forgot your wife's, you and your wife's anniversary last month,
Oh, boy. I got shit for that.
yeah, she was not pleased.
No.
She was not pleased, especially...
Actually, I think I made it off kind of easy compared to the way she's reacted to other things I've forgotten.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's just a tribute to our love.
Mm-hmm.
We're so close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That must be nice. So,
You know what? She even promised that she would never get upset at me again. I mean, talk about
How nice of
strong character,
yeah. So I just had another question.
Very much in love.
Who was the blonde you were talking with when you should have been home with your wife on your anniversary?
Oh, that was Clarice.
Clarice, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah? Old friend of yours?
Not really. She just stopped to ask me for directions.
Oh, really?
And then she won't. It was a complicated description.
Uh-huh.
How complicated we talking here?
Well, I had to draw several maps.
Did you?
What'd you draw them with?
You dick.
Why do you get what's?
Just making conversation,
No.
Well, that's weird. I don't want to talk about
weird.
Clarice and.
Why don't you want to talk about Clarice? You're not hiding nothing about her, right?
No.
No?
No.
Really?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean yes. Yes, nothing.
You-
really
Oh,
nothing.
yes, really nothing.
Oh boy.
Oh,
I thought you
okay.
tricked
There we
me
go.
for a second. I
You're,
thought you tricked me into admitting something. I mean nothing than anything to admit.
Admitting what?
I mean, I mean.
No, we don't know. That's why we're asking you questions,
Trying to make conversation.
Well, let's talk about it after the golf game.
No, I think we should talk about it now.
Listen, we got an obligation to protect our sister's good name. And you see, Dad, he'd really like us to make sure it's protected. You ain't making a cuckold out of our sister, are you?
What? No.
No.
No. What's that?
Sound.
It's a thing.
It's a thing.
I would never do that. I would never make a thing out of her. Clarice is just. She was just. We used to date.
Oh, good.
Did you?
We used once upon a time.
Now, you said you just met her and asked for directions.
Again for the first time in a while.
Right.
And
why did you feel the need to
withhold this information about your previous romantic entanglement with Miss Clarice?
Necessarily see it as being important.
Really? Because your wife thought it was important.
Yeah. Oh. She talked to you about this as well?
She did. She talked to Boss Tony, and he talked to us. And
wow. I thought that we had dealt with it privately.
Privately.
Yeah, she said that that was what she was going to make you understand.
She said it was over.
Right, it is over.
And I assumed she was talking about the disagreement.
Right.
And she said that
that's over too.
That she wouldn't be angry at me ever again.
She's not gonna be.
And
never again.
Let me show you the view over here again. Yeah.
So 9-iron. I'm gonna use my 9-iron.
Gonna use it.
I love the 9-iron.
Yeah.
Yeah. Vinny.
Just look at it. Look at it for a second.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Oh, wow. See that?
Well, you're holding it up like that. I can't see it because of the sun.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Just look like right up there. You see that glint?
Yeah. And
I love that Foley.
He fell for a while.
It did. You timed that one?
Yeah, it was like 18 seconds.
18 seconds. New record.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go get some breakfast.
Okay.
That was great. Every bit of innuendo, everything, every setup.
It was one of the most disciplined scenes we've done, I think, where, and by that I mean that we all know what the punchline is going to be.
And you can build towards it.
And you don't, like, I know a lot of times when I'm doing improv, like if I have an idea of where it's going to go, I kind of panic and try to get there. But in this case, we all just strolled along and explored all the little things along the way, and
it's a good one.
It was fun. Yeah.
Well, yeah, and I love your very slowly dawning realization of what's going on.
Something is different here.
Yeah. And then that sudden shift in the gangsters. No, I think we should talk about it now.
So, when the mountain was built, well, it wasn't built. Well, it was built allegedly, allegedly by the gods.
Yeah, nice.
That was brilliant.
Cool.
Yeah. Well, next up is a scene from another improv game of the week, and this game is one in which each player was given a set of sentences that had to be used before the end of the scene. And you'll hear a little chime every time one of them use one of their sentences.
Yeah.
And we think that really seems to make the game work even better than it already does on its own.
Yeah, it makes it more game-like almost.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, let's take a listen. This is me and Cody.
Booyah.
What do you got? You have to dig deep enough that the animals don't get to it.
Oh my god.
And I'm pretty sure that's an alligator, not a crocodile.
Crocodile?
And I got the party's at my house tonight. And so that happened. Oh. These are very disparate.
Ooh, yeah. Mine go perfectly together. And yours go perfectly together. And
it's like, did this guy invite over an insane and survivalist to his house party?
Or he got crashed by...
Yeah.
No pressure.
Now, guys, now you have an audience.
I know.
So it has to be extra funny.
God damn it.
Who was here?
I require
Jenny.
extra funny.
Okay.
Good.
Jenny deserves
You know,
extra
I really
funny.
do.
I brought 40 cc's of funny, but I was going to save it for later, but now you called me out. So.
Sorry.
That was it right there. I used it all.
Quick acting.
All right, guys. Party's at my house tonight. Everyone. Now you guys go. I'll meet up with you. Can I help you, man?
I've got a sick shirt of natty ice.
You have a what?
I have a sick shirt of natty ice I've brought.
Oh, all right, man. That's cool.
To the party.
What party, man? What?
You're having a do-over at your house tonight, ain't you?
I mean, there might be a few people, dude, but I don't
I'm coming along. It's gonna be good.
Okay, no, that's okay. That'll be great. You know how to party, man? You know how to party?
Yeah.
You know how to party?
Okay, that's
Brought
great.
some fresh meat.
Oh, okay.
I've just been out in the swamps hunting.
Oh, the swamps of Nevada, huh?
Yes.
Okay.
Like, what place doesn't
I
have
don't think we're
swamps?
gonna have like a barbecue or nothing, but if you got a rig you can
That's
bring,
all right. Dig a pit, cook it there.
we're gonna dig a pit.
I got me some wild boar. I got me
I think some
some
of them
crow's meat.
are Jewish, so I don't know.
I
if
got
the pork
me
is-
some crocodile. No, alligator. I'm pretty sure that's an alligator, not crocodile. I always forget which way the teeth go. What can I say?
What? There are still teeth in that. That's gnarly. All right. Well, you know where the place is, so.
Oh yeah, I was over there earlier digging the fire pit.
Oh, you
I buried the meat as well
buried the meat
in the backyard.
backyard.
I hope you don't mind. I had to cut through a couple sprinkler lines. You have to dig deep enough that the animals don't get to it.
So you went to my house.
Ain't nothing worse than an animal digging up your backyard.
No, nothing worse.
Know what I'm saying?
Well, so
I got the fresh meat, a 6-serve natty ice. Anything else I can bring along? Besides me and the little lady, of course.
oh, you have a girlfriend.
Well, I like to think of her as a girlfriend.
Is she here?
She keeps she calls me captain or captive.
What?
Something like that. We live together. Oh, I live in her basement.
Why do I get the feeling that this is
That
one
is
of Mrs. Hassenpfeffer's
magical.
old
Lucky for
friends?
you, you're having a party
I
on
never
a full moon.
Oh, yeah.
So I get to come out.
We're all lucky. I'll tell you what. Well, so it starts at 11:30.
11:30.
11:30.
That's when the party begins.
That's when you should show up.
That's when I'll be there.
That's good.
With barrels on.
With barrels on. That is great. I love barrels.
Barrels full of barrels.
Barrels full of bells. Okay. Well, I'll meet you there then. And they're like, there's going to be no cops because it's a no cops party, so don't look out for them or anything. All right.
All right, I'll be on my way, son.
You do that.
But I'll be back at 1:45, the witching hour.
So that happened.
Jesus Christ. That was terrifying.
That was.
Good stuff.
I forgot the magnitudes of creepy that one was.
Oh man.
I love your idea that just now, John, that he is like the possession of Mrs. Hassenpfeffer
Yeah.
somehow. Like in a later scene after the introduction of the Hassenpfeffers, we found out that they have like this group of young women
Right.
that live under their house,
yeah.
the Sisters of the Cistern.
Which are like clearly vampires.
Oh
Yeah, and I love the idea that there's this other guy too that she lets out on a full moon.
Right. He's the groundskeeper.
Yeah, I would love to bring that guy back sometime.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
He's a lot of fun.
Well, now we have kind of an interesting variation on our 2-on-1 kind of thing, where in this scene, it's a 2-on-1, but the guy on his own is really the guy who's browbeating the other two, and he's trying to explain to them the dangers of this very frightening, misunderstood animal.
One of the things that I like about this scene is just the little moments that would pop up and kind of become a moment, and then it would kind of die down again, and just some of the absurd, just super absurd things that came out of it. Yeah, it's another scene that kind of takes its time. So let's take the time to listen to it.
Let's waste the time to listen to it.
Ooh.
On moving.
Heartless, the common loon.
I don't know much about the common loon, which is to say, anything.
Yeah, it's a common kind of bird.
That's about all I got.
Um,
I know that's Sarah's nickname.
Right, quiet, guys.
Yeah.
Did you hear that? Someday I will learn how to do an actual
Well, it's sort of a-
Australian accent.
Accent your heart.
the sound?
That's the sound.
That should be our subtitle.
Ooh, that was me. Oh, sorry, no.
That was you?
Just now.
Just now?
Just now.
What about before?
No.
Because you did it twice.
Yeah.
Are you talking about both times?
Did you do it twice?
Yeah.
Or 3 times?
Twice.
Twice.
Yeah.
So the one before the 2 you did,
Yeah.
that weren't you?
No.
Gentlemen,
Now that we've established this.
there's a loon out there somewhere.
Oh dear.
Oh, bloody hell.
Alright. So.
Most dangerous bird
What?
that exists.
Dangerous.
Dangerous.
Heard about him.
I know they've got red eyes, but
The common loon.
didn't think that made them evil.
The common loon is your most cold-hearted, cruel creature in the entire world. The entire animal kingdom.
Even Australia.
Even Australia.
Pull the other one. No way.
I know what that means now.
I mean, you think...
Do you mean to say
You
that
think you're an odd man? You think you're an odd man because you went up against a kookaburra once? You never stared down. Stared down the
Perfect words, John.
curved,
Make sure you get the
callous
perfect words.
death that is the bill of the common loon.
Wow, you really feel very strongly about this, don't you?
I do. One of them fuckers got my brother.
What?
Didn't he?
What? I don't know.
I wasn't there.
He did. My brother Clive was just out in the wood. There it was.
In the wood?
In the wood.
Are you sure it wasn't like a bear or something?
I'm sure.
Oh, a cougar.
I know what a bear looks like. I know what a cougar looks like. This was a loon. This was a bloody loon.
What is it like?
And there's one out there right now.
Is it like in the wood, but right next to a big water area?
Oh, yeah. Like that goes off a cliff.
What's that got to do with anything?
Well, I mean, the common loon is like, it's a waterfowl, isn't it? It's a diving bird. So, like, if it's just in the wood, like in the mountains or something, it'd be a little bit strange.
Well, yeah, it's in a wood, but there's water in a wood, isn't there?
I don't know.
that's what I was asking you.
There's trees. They got to get water from somewhere, don't they?
It seems like they wouldn't like travel too far from the natural habitat.
No one's ever questioned him about
yeah,
this
exactly.
before.
Yeah. And a loon isn't going to go diving into a tree trunk to get water. You know, it wants to eat fish and stuff, right?
It all makes
Well,
sense,
yeah,
wouldn't it?
yeah. How am I supposed to know if there's a lake?
I'm
There's
just
some body of
asking.
water.
Only follows logically that it would be.
I know what I
there.
saw.
Look,
I know what I saw.
You're the only person I've ever come across who thought that a loon was a dangerous bird, and your reason for thinking this is because of this anecdotal story about your brother. And I'm just checking some of the details because it doesn't seem that likely. I mean,
We're out
the
here.
most
We're out in the middle of the fucking bush with a loon right on our tails, and you want to have a discussion about anecdotal evidence?
Well, look, I don't actually really want to have a discussion. We hired you to come take us fishing out here, right? But you're giving us this like wildlife tour that we didn't ask for, did we, Bill?
Not really, no.
No, we didn't ask.
I'm trying to keep you mates bloody alive, aren't I?
Well, look, I mean, I appreciate.
so, but-
Well, our safety should be your concern. I mean,
He's my concern. That's what I'm telling you about the bloody loon.
but look, I mean, honestly, my personal safety is feeling a little bit more threatened right now by you than by that bird. All right.
Ooh, what's that?
Accents are hard.
But I'm just saying you're acting a little bit strange. is
I'm
all.
trying to save you from one of the most vicious predators in all of the animal kingdom.
Look, more vicious than a lion.
Here we go.
Have you ever met a lion?
Yeah.
really big cats.
Yeah. Big claws, big teeth.
Big claws, big teeth.
Can jump 20, 25 feet.
Yeah, yeah,
Ish.
Yeah.
Ish.
yeah. Can't
Depending
cuddly.
Circumstances, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Cool.
yeah. You
Heartless.
can. No, 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 no.
Them's heartless, right?
No, no, they's not heartless.
Heartless.
You can negotiate with a lion.
Negotiate with the lion.
Oh, I'm sorry, lions speak the Queen's English now. Hello, Gov. Would you like to spill
I'm
my
not
tea
talking
before
like
you
that.
eat a
No,
gazelle?
I'm not talking like that. You know what I mean. I mean, you.
No, I don't. Tell me what you
Lottie.
mean.
I mean, I mean,
negotiate?
you throw down a bit of a zebra. You throw down a bit of a zebra,
Yeah.
and the lion's going to eat the zebra. It's going to leave you alone.
It's because the zebra ain't gonna run away, it ain't negotiating its predatory mindset.
Well, all right.
Whatever you want to call it, the lion's not going to eat you. You try that with a loon.
All right.
The loon, that loon's going to laugh at you.
All right. All
The
right.
loon is going to open
No,
its
it's-
beak, and it's going to cackle.
Well, because
Cackle.
a loon don't eat zebra, does it? No.
No,
It's a diving bird.
the loon eats you.
No, it don't.
If you're underwater,
Bumper sticker.
Look, I'm clearly not a fish.
well,
Well,
I mean, you can't
You
smell
know.
like one, but no, just a little bit.
No, you don't understand.
look, it's just so many things.
We're out here fishing, right?
Yeah.
We're in this little ass boat,
Yeah.
lines in the lake.
Yeah.
That's what fishing is.
That's its food source. We're owning in on. You don't like that? If I came into your house,
Yeah. All right.
if I came into your house,
No, it's a fair point.
uninvited,
All right. Yeah.
opened up your refrigerator,
Yeah.
and took the food out of there,
Yeah.
you wouldn't like that, would you?
Well, no, I wouldn't.
But also, Jacob isn't the size of a grapefruit.
You know, I'll call the cops or something. You know. Have a bobby on your ass. Look, what about a scorpion?
What about scorpion?
Wouldn't you say a scorpion is more deadly
And
than
ours.
a common loon?
Definitely not.
No.
No,
No.
no, no. Scorpion.
Scorpion, small, can hide, got venom.
Yeah, got venom, can hide. More afraid of you than you are of them, mate.
Well, yeah, I suppose, but isn't it more dangerous than a loon?
No, it's not got that killer instinct of the loon.
Why have I never heard of this
I don't know.
Look, I can't help it if the animal planet doesn't prepare you appropriately for this kind of stuff.
Look, what's he gonna do to me?
What, like a gator? There's a gator.
Yeah, what about
there
an
was one of them.
alligator?
An alligator?
In the lake, they eat fish.
Zebra.
They eat zebra who hang
Now,
around.
aside from throwing zebra at it, what are you gonna do with an alligator?
Well,
Yeah.
you just jump on it, hold its mouth closed, don't you?
Oh, that's a good point.
That's true. I only did that once. It was
Can't do that with a loon.
Look, what's he gonna do to me?
It's not this big.
I'm in the boat. He's gonna dive down for food, isn't he?
No. No.
It's not a dive bombing fish. It's a diving fish. Yeah, you're right. It's a dive bombing.
Bird.
That's what I said, isn't it? it's a dive bombing bird, not a diving bird.
Look, why have I got? Why have I got
do
to
it again?
Why have I got to be so afraid? What have I got to be
And
feared about?
If it's common too, you think we'd heard about it? They're so common and deadly.
He's a common loon.
Yeah, what's he gonna do?
Yeah.
What's he gonna do to me?
He's going to kill us all
Yeah, right. How?
unless we get out of here.
What's he gonna do?
What's he going to do?
That's just
Yeah.
You've seen a loon now.
like in the
Well, I mean,
picture book.
I've heard it.
Yeah.
You've heard it.
Ooh, yeah, like that.
You've
right.
not seen
Oh,
it.
that was him this time.
That was me. Sorry. Yeah. Didn't warn you.
Don't do that, mate. Don't do that, mate.
I didn't know I was that good. Maybe I could chase it off. Be like a bigger, angrier loon. Woo!
You don't know loons. You don't know.
No, I
loons.
don't. Tell me.
Yeah. I guess it's a.
You've never looked into one
Accents
of
are hard,
those
but sound effects are easy.
one of those loons' eyes, have you?
No. No, I haven't.
Seen the cold killer behind them?
Look, all you're doing is making the assertion It's some mad being, right? Some mad animal of the animal kingdom, some hitherto unknown mass murderer type animal.
Yeah, at least you would have a movie about it.
And I'm the wildlife expert in this.
Look, I feel like it's just having us on for a laugh or something.
Yeah.
I'm not
Think about
having
it.
you on for
It's
a laugh.
movies about lots of dangerous things. It's movies about lions or people getting eaten. But there ain't no.
You know why there's movies about lions? Because you can reason with a lion and you can get them on film. You can't do that with the common loon. That's why there's no movies about the common loon. They don't have the technology.
What do you mean, like every film crew that goes out to film a loon gets eaten? Or something?
They do.
Oh yeah.
Do you know how many Robert Redfords there's been now?
No.
Like 5. They keep getting eaten.
Whoa. Really?
Do. It's a documented fact.
But how does it eat us? How does a little bird like a loon eat someone?
The size and majesty of Robert Redford.
Yeah.
Very slowly.
But we've scared away all the fish now.
Why?
Maybe we should just go back.
Yeah. There ain't no fishing to be had.
Good
ain't no point
idea.
out
It's
fishing.
still out there somewhere.
Look, stop talking about the loon like that. It's not real.
It is real. It's out there. You heard it.
There's,
oh God! Don't do it.
Yeah, right.
You bring it in.
Oh, I'm gonna bring it in. Yeah, not bringing in anything on this trip.
Right.
The right disaster.
Look.
Maybe the loons ate all the fish.
Oh yeah, the
Now they're
loon.
mad at us.
Look, you're so upset. I'll refund your money. I saved your life. I'll refund your money.
All right, fine.
Get no fish. I'm worth it.
I'll take it.
Good. You're welcome.
A very, very Monty Python feel to it.
Yeah.
Monty Python.
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 Yeah, a lot of good stuff in that.
Mhm.
As a scene, as a sort of a narrative, it's kind of
uneven.
It didn't go anywhere, but the characters were fun.
Characters were fun, and a lot of the individual bits were really entertaining to me.
All right, so our next scene is a more classic 2-on-1, teaming up on the rookie, and it takes place on an airplane.
Oh.
And it's yet another death.
Yeah, Dave,
Yep.
I die again.
Yep, Dead Dave. Excuse me.
And that's a common theme with our scenes is this idea of like, is the person smart or are they kind of thick or are they both? And
Right.
you're just kind of playing with that dichotomy. So here we go, plane jumpers. Spoiler.
Well, boys, looks like we're going down. Yeah, you got your seatbelts fastened?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You look a little green, Jacobson.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
your first crash?
My first crash.
It's
I never thought it would happen.
Never thought it happened.
There.
I got the tray
They never-
table
they never do.
upright locked position. I'm in the brace position.
Good one.
You got like 2 minutes. Don't even worry about the brace for
Yeah.
2
What?
minutes at least.
Really?
yeah. Take a deep breath. It's.
Oh man, isn't there something we could do within that time to avert the crash?
Are you a pilot? Are you a mechanic? Can you put out a fire on an airplane wing at 40,000 feet?
No.
Okay.
No.
You guys.
Then probably not. You probably can't do it.
Remember last week the Spaniard guy with the.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
man.
my god.
Oh, you were involved in a crash last week?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
At least. Was it only last week? I lost track this month.
Oh, no, I think that was only like 4 days ago or so.
Oh my
Damn.
gosh.
So it was a work week ago, but
How did you survive?
Just survive plane crashes. I mean, that's crash position and pray the spaghetti monster, and that's how it works.
Do you think
one's
there's
for
any
you,
chance
Dave.
that we'll make it through this crash?
What are we now? We're over Kansas?
it looks like Kansas.
That's Kansas?
Maybe, no. Yeah, I think that's Kansas.
So we're probably pretty good.
It's too flat to be Illinois.
Yeah. You ever crashed in Illinois?
Once.
God. You still got that scar?
I do.
Guys, I think this is a more serious situation than you're giving it.
You just don't.
Yeah, he just.
Look, I understand because this is your first crash and all, that you're maybe a little bit nervous that you might not do as well as you wish you would. But I'm here to tell you, you're going to be fine. You're going to do fine. A lot of it is instinct. Just instinct. You just trust that instinct. When the moment comes, you're going to be fine. Your training is going to kick in.
What?
And
The training.
What?
My training?
Yeah, you're training.
What like the safety training at the beginning of the
The
flight?
6-month cert course.
6 months? What? I didn't go through any course.
It's a mandatory high school course in most states.
Why? I've never heard of that. That's surviving a plane crash is taught in high school?
Yeah. I
sir.
thought everyone did it.
What?
Huh. Well, I had never seen this. This is going to be good.
This
oh
is
my
gonna
God.
be good.
Wait. So you're telling me you can't set your own broken arm?
Well, I don't know. I've never tried. It's never come up. I've never had a broken arm. I don't.
Oh, really?
Oh, my God.
Wow.
Is this
Hold on.
because,
I got to get my camera. This is going to be great. This is gonna be great.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Here we go.
is this because I went to a charter school?
Oh, them charter schools.
Yeah, that's a kind of a sticking point. I wouldn't bring that up with the other passengers. Charter
Yeah,
schools is
yeah.
what we'd call friendly with the airline industry.
Oh,
I don't know.
Yeah, there were
Because of
there
charter
were
flights.
kerfuffle back when. You know.
Oh, sorry, you're a product of your education, but what are you going to do?
no. Can you tell me some secrets or some tips or something?
Well, listen, you just stick with us, and you're going to be just fine. You know, we'll guide you through it.
Oh,
now
yeah.
Okay.
you know about wind speed, velocity, and all that stuff, right?
Like
And-
how far back do we have to go in the basics?
Oh,
Like, what is your understanding of fluid dynamics as it pertains to air and differing altitudes?
Can you fly?
There, I guess that's kind of, that's you cut right to it.
well, we're flying now.
I mean, without a plane.
We got a smart ass.
Well, you could parasail.
No,
Does
no.
that-
I
does
mean,
that count?
can you fly, boy?
What do you mean, like unaided? Like just me flapping my arms?
I don't understand what your trouble with this is.
Well, of course he can't fly. No one can just fly.
All right, good. So you got a handle on the basics.
So afraid we have to go really far back.
Yeah. So you cannot fly.
I didn't know that was your
Good.
Thank God, that would have been
All right,
embarrassing.
so you know that.
Well, sure, I know that.
All right, well, we can skip the first 2 weeks of the course then.
That is fantastic. I didn't have the diagram. I deleted it off my phone.
Yeah, that was going to take up a lot of time
That was
right
gonna be real
there.
awkward.
2 weeks worth of a 6-week course?
6 month.
6-month course is just about learning that you can't fly?
Well, this is a high school course. You know, the curriculum is set by the state.
What state? I've never heard of this.
Whatever state the school's in. Oh man.
Yeah. This is not isolated to a single state, boy.
Yeah.
Boy.
Education.
Okay, well, give me something then. What do I do? I've never.
Let's see.
Moving
Let's
the
see.
scene forward.
Should we skip the arm thing then? Probably.
Yeah, let's skip the arm thing.
don't
We
have
can take care of that later.
Yeah, we don't have time
You know,
for
that's
practical
aftermath
demonstration.
stuff.
Yeah.
So, now what you're going to want to do is, you ever seen a flying squirrel before?
Yeah, like on Discovery.
On Discovery
I'll
Channel.
do. Yeah.
All right. Now, you know how the flying squirrel works, right? You know they got those flappy things, right?
Yeah, they have like membranes between their limbs and they spread it out.
Right.
It increases their surface area as related to their mass, and so
Mhm.
therefore they're able to decelerate.
That's That's very good. So it's kind of like they got a sheet, right?
Yeah.
Like attached.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're saying that the blanket that they gave me on the airplane, I could use as a sort of a parachute, or
You're very close.
Well,
you are very
we got
close.
a fast learner up in here. Up. Sorry.
Not for long.
You said we only had 2 minutes, and that was like a minute ago. I mean, what do we do? Come on, we got to go.
Now you got the thing about the blanket, right?
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
All right. So you said the blanket they gave you is gonna. Now it's actually going to be the blanket they gave you, and the blanket they gave someone else on here.
Well, I don't know how I could hold on to both corners of all of them. I mean, as soon as I hit the air, that's gonna.
You're not gonna
be ripped out of my hand.
You're not gonna. See, you're gonna.
Rookie mistake. They all make it.
You got a sewing kit with you, right?
No.
You don't got a sewing
What a
kit.
question. No,
Don't worry,
how
you
does
can.
anyone get a sewing kit through TSA?
Dear boy.
I can't believe I have to answer that question. Oh my
Dear
god.
boy.
Good question,
You
Stall.
ever
I
heard
can't
of
believe I have to ask that question.
You ever heard of anything being made out of bone before?
Yeah, bones.
Yeah, so
Smart ass.
you take a little bit of bone, you whittle that down into a needle,
With?
sewing needle.
Well, you don't do it right now. You do it
Yeah.
ahead of time.
Well, I didn't do it ahead of time.
I'm prepared for this stuff.
Well, I didn't even know. I mean, most airplanes are very
you,
safe.
Insolent
look,
question.
rookie, stop panicking. You can use one of ours.
How can I stop panicking? We're crashing. We're gonna die soon.
We're not gonna die,
Well,
boy.
with that attitude, you will.
Now look, you see that old lady back there?
Yes.
Now she done already had a stroke, so you're gonna grab her. You're gonna grab her extra blanket there, because she ain't gonna need it.
Man, you got it easy. My first one, I had to put up a fight.
Yeah.
A trucker.
Well,
Boy,
you know
earned
what?
that
I
one.
would have him get that guy's, but
You know.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna unbuckle then, and I'll go back and try to work my way back there. So.
All right, keep that center
All
of
right.
gravity low.
Okay.
Bend those knees.
Whoa.
watch out for that stewardess there.
Whoa.
Cup feel if you can. That's one of the benefits of crashing. I love
Oh,
Got it?
the gravity's all weird because we're near free fall.
it. Well, technically, the gravity isn't weird. It's just the effects of your body. Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Okay. Oh, she's holding on pretty tight.
All right. Well, you
What is
make,
that? Did I hear I'm kind of a wuss? Because that's what it sounded like.
No, I got it. Okay.
all right. Now get back over here.
Proud of that way.
All right. Now you just watch.
Wait, let me buckle again. Oh, okay.
He's buckling back in. This poor boy. It's a good thing you were sitting near us.
Right? God damn.
All right. Now this is gonna be.
Do you have a needle?
Yeah, I got a needle right here. All right. So now I'm gonna do mine. You just watch my stitch pattern.
Okay.
And you're gonna do yours. All right.
Okay.
All right. So this is a pretty simple stitch.
The basic zigzag.
Yeah. You see that?
Okay.
Good.
Is
Now.
that or are you double stitching or
Yeah.
single? Oh, okay. Double stitch. Okay.
Double stitch it, because you don't want that thing coming apart on you, do you?
Like when it happened to you in, what was it, Florida?
Yes,
God
sir.
damn, your double stitch was tacky as hell.
Oh man, yeah.
Awful.
That was back in the old days.
Oh my
I'm
god.
sewing as fast as I can.
All right,
How much longer till we crash? Because it's been more than 2 minutes since you said it was going to be 2 minutes.
We may level off a bit. It's kind of tough to tell.
Yeah, these are never definite here.
Right, it's more of like an art kind of guessing the crash time.
Oh.
I mean, we're lucky. Like, if this had been an actual 2 minutes, you'd probably be dead, and we'd be telling your story
That's true.
at a party.
Now, you just keep sewing there, boy.
I'm sewed. I'm done. I got
All
the
right,
whole
you're done with
across.
that. All right, so they're sewed together. Now I'm going to take these two corners. See how I loop it around my wrist there? Get kind of a fitting on it?
Yeah.
Now you're going to sew that together so you have a little loop for your wrist to go through, so it's not going to just pull out of your hands when you hit that air with some force, all right? Now you're going to do that all four corners, only top two corners, your wrists, bottom two corners, your ankles, right?
Okay.
All right, so gonna get that sewed up.
Yeah.
All right, and then
look at him.
then you're gonna get yourself situated in there.
Okay.
And you took stock of where that emergency exit was, didn't you?
Well,
that one they told you when you got on the flight.
Yeah, it's just a few rows ahead.
Right.
All right.
How many rows?
4.
Are you sure?
5.
Positive.
5 rows. 5 rows. I'm sorry. 5
It was
rows.
4. You were right.
Oh.
You'd be dead, son.
Don't second guess yourself, bro.
You just fill me with self-doubt.
Well,
you gotta get past it. Are you done sewing those corners?
Yeah, I got them all done. I got
all right. Now we're gonna go to the emergency door now.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Here we go.
Why aren't everyone else panicking as much?
Don't worry about it. They're rookies too. All right, here's the door. We'll get it open. Ready? You're feeling good? 1, 2, go. All right.
Is that?
I thought he'd never shut up.
Same here. That'll teach him to get his chair back that far.
Right, bastard. Right.
As you were, everyone.
Well,
it is
that's
handled.
Awesome.
Fun stuff.
Yeah. I outscienced Dave for once. Just that one comment. The gravity's where it's not the gravity.
Yeah. Good stuff.
That was fun. That was I realize now looking at those things like that was how you're moving the scene along. When I didn't have anywhere to go, it was kind of just hashing the same stuff. It was like, what do we do next?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Let's progress this towards some kind of natural ending or something,
or unnatural,
as the case may be.
Oh, such fun.
Good stuff.
Well, now we're going to do our very last scene of the episode here.
Yeah, thank you everyone for submitting scenes.
Yeah.
Certainly was a lot of them.
There were, yeah. More than I expected. I didn't expect people to like the podcast this much.
It's a really fantastic turnout. Really is appreciated. It makes us all happy and squishy in our insides. Oh. Except for that.
That might just be the internal bleeding.
That might.
Okay, so this final scene is one that I don't think anyone actually voted on, but...
Well, I mean, there were also scenes that we've voted on in a way.
Yeah, but this is one that I personally definitely wanted in because it is the first appearance of the Wright brothers, who are a couple of my personal favorite characters.
Yep, some people like them, some people hate them. I think all three of us like them.
I enjoy them,
and that's what matters.
Mm-hmm. And
haters gonna hate.
Haters gonna hate.
You know what I'm saying?
That's how we.
You know what I'm saying?
Create.
Ooh, is that the master speaking?
That was way too good for the master.
Yeah.
No, not to be confused, Doctor Who fans with that master.
This is a different master.
Different master. Yeah.
Not a Whovian, don't care.
More inept master.
Sorry, John Lee. Anyway, yes. First scene with the Wright brothers.
Mm-hmm.
The Wright
and
brothers.
it even has an allusion at the very end to what would become
allusion.
Wright Industries' most successful product, the popcorn cat.
That's right. Let's
live it.
Take a listen.
Live the history dream.
Useless, the Wright brothers.
I think you may have pulled out the wrong deck. And again.
Thank you. At least we don't have to try to impersonate. I mean, that was a terrible Wright brothers impersonation. I mean, Carolina. I mean, right?
Right?
Carolina.
Hey, Orville, come over here. I think I finally got a design.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Look at this one. See, this one is just a glider, so not as much can go wrong.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, that last one with the turnips,
Turnips, I admit fully to you now, with great remorse. The turnips were a bad idea.
That was quite a lot of blood, yes.
It's like, reminded me of that old saying, it's like squeezing blood from a turnip.
Yes, as a matter of fact.
Except more literal, less figurative.
I agree, Wilbur.
Howdy, boys.
Those turnips never tasted the same after that. How are you?
The Wright
I got your
brothers.
shipment in.
They're stalling.
Fantastic.
All right, let's see what we got here. All right. Carrots. Here you go.
Great.
The bushel of carrots.
Fantastic.
Those
These
are
should
gonna-
work even better.
Yeah, they're gonna brace their loins perfectly.
All right. Molasses. Got some molasses here for you.
Good. You need a good way to slow down.
Yes, indeed. And I'm thinking that if we can use the molasses to attract small flying insects, that should add to our lift.
Exactly.
Okay. Molasses. Sign for that there. Sandpaper. 200
Right.
sheets of sandpaper.
Right.
That's
That's for sanding the cross braces.
I guess that makes sense.
Yes.
I guess that makes sense.
Yes.
This one I had a little bit of trouble with. Why would you need 15 live kittens?
Well, that's not for the airplane.
Oh.
That's not for the airplane, Wilbur.
No, I just very much enjoy having kittens around.
Ah,
But the problem with kittens,
you know, now that you mention it, I enjoy having kittens around as well.
they're fantastic, aren't they?
They are.
The problem with kittens is that they grow up to be cats
That's true, and then we have to kill them.
and skin them and use it to make the fabric
Yes.
for the wings.
It's very unfortunate business.
Absolutely.
But you can always get more kittens.
Yes, they keep making more. Ha ha.
That's where that's from.
Yeah.
Right. All right.
So, do you have anything for me to sign? Or
Yeah. Here's this. That's the manifest on that. Let me see.
what's that last box?
That one? I did
let's
not.
see. Carrots.
Carrots.
Oh, that one should be mine.
Oh,
Yeah, it's not labeled.
What did you order, Orville?
Well, just a little something for the.
It's not more popcorn, is it?
Well,
Orville, how many times do I have to tell you? Just because he does it doesn't mean you have to too.
but it's like a thing with Orville's, you know. It's.
Yes, but
I know that I can crack this popcorn thing.
yes, but popcorn runs in his family. They're established. They've grown up with popcorn money their whole lives. We need to make powered flight possible.
Maybe if we use popcorn in the engines. Stay with me.
Combustion.
Yes.
All right, then. You boys have a nice day.
Or perhaps if we fed the popcorn to the cats, and then heated the cats up.
Fantastic notion. We should try that immediately.
We could make if it expands enough inside, we could make a lighter than air cat.
Indeed.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Delivery Man.
You're quite welcome.
We'll see you in half a fortnight.
Yes, we shall.
Dave with his Fortnite joke.
Gruesome.
Let's torture cats, because that's fun.
It is.
It is.
Good times.
Mm-hmm.
Those were that was an interesting scene to kind of try and add to
Yeah.
as the delivery
Well,
guy.
I feel like you really
Yeah.
saved the scene. It was
pretty
like
much.
really floundering, like
Or stalling.
yeah.
Thank
But then adding your character to it really helped stuff start moving along finally.
Yeah,
Oh.
it kind of put fertilizer on the whole thing. That you're like, all right, I'm gonna just list a bunch of random things, and we can try to piece something together out of this.
Right.
Thus was born the popcorn cat.
Right.
Bag of 15 kittens.
And then we have to kill them.
It was so blasé.
and the timing, you came on the heels of my comments so quickly. It's like, yeah, they grow up to be cats, and then we have to kill them. It's like just bam, bam. That's great.
Good timing.
Good
teamwork.
I love it. And then that episode was overrun by the popcorn cat idea.
Right, yeah.
The entire episode 12, was turned into popcorn cats.
Popcorn.
Yeah.
12 code.
Good stuff.
Oh yeah.
And then you've heard about popcorn cats as recently as the Christmas episode.
Yeah.
Yay. With the metal chef and chef.
Yeah, we had
Kita.
we had a bunch of popcorn cats floating around the ceiling in here. Yeah.
Good stuff.
It was very nice.
Well, that if you are a first-time listener and you started with episode 50, you've gotten sort of an overview of our year in a way.
Some really good highlights. I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah. Fun mixed bag, I think.
Yeah.
A grab bag, if you might.
So hopefully there will have been something you liked. And if not, then
Suggest a scene that you would like.
Yeah.
And go and download all the back episodes anyway.
Yes.
Or
Yes.
back episodes if you want.
What did you? I thought that's what you said.
I said
and
episodes.
and write a review
dumb.
saying that you liked it, even if you didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we appreciate lying for our own gain.
Exactly.
Yes, yes.
Having all worked in government, so
Right.
we know what that's
One
all
point
about.
or the other.
And yeah, we really will appreciate that. And if you do tell the truth about not liking it, we have ways of finding you.
Yes.
Government. See, but
We won't because we're lazy.
Really lazy.
But just
And
know,
I'll probably be drunk.
just know that we
Yeah.
do have those ways
Yep.
if we so desire.
Yep.
Well, thanks for sticking through with us. It's episode 50 and 50B is almost lasted the entire year,
Yeah.
and kind of crazy. But thanks for all your feedback and everything.
Thanks for being loyal listeners on our
Yes,
show as we
indeed.
entertain you and entertain ourselves.
Continue to share the good news.
Share the love. But be safe.
So happy New Year,
Happiest New
and
Year's.
hopefully we'll be able to entertain you and help you waste your time
Booyah.
for 2014.
All of it. Wasting all of the year.
Yeah. So thanks very much.
Good night, folks.
If you enjoy the show, please rate and review us on iTunes. Also, like us on Facebook, facebook.com/timewastepod. You can follow us on Twitter at TimeWastePod. Send us an email at timewastepod@gmail.com. You can also find us on Tumblr and Blogger. Listen to this.
That was
Just
really
going
cool.
into the next track.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
I'm glad you like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite part.
Super gravy.
My favorite part is in the ooze at the beginning. I recorded myself doing some faint whistling.
Oh.
Like that, so that it like it sounds so big. Yeah,
Mhm.
really like that.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And now I playing with these dials. If you talk, you sound different now.
Yeah, it's that sounds a little more. What is that, sort of mid high?
Yeah, that was mid highs. Now it's lows and highs are down, mids all the way up.
Mids all the way up. Oh, interesting.
Which is the telephone kind of sound.
Yeah. Hello? Is anyone there? Is anyone on the other side? I'm trying to talk to ghosts. Is there? What the hell?
It's Richard.
Hello?
Oh wait.
Oh.
Wait.
What happened?
Oh, I turned the highs up and the mids.
Hello? Is anyone over there?
Oh, wow, yeah.
Excuse me. Ghosts?
Yeah.
Is there a ghost? I would like to talk to a ghost, please.
Everybody likes to talk to ghosts.
I don't like to talk to the ghosts.
He doesn't need to talk to the ghost.
I don't like to talk to the ghosts.
He has no desire.
No ghostly desires to talk to the ghost.
No, I don't like the ghosts.
You don't enjoy spirited discussion?